I'm watching all the docs on 30 for 30.
Yeah.
The best one, fucking an hour and 45 minutes. 2001 Ravens. Is that when they won the Super Bowl? 2001 Ravens. What a crazy fucking team. Shannon Sharp, fucking my guy, Goose.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite human beings I've ever worked with, I've ever known. One of my favorite guys. He worked. He worked at Scripps for DIY.
Okay.
He gave me my man cave.
He did?
He gave me my man cave. He gave me my man cave, and he gave me extra. It was my man cave. He gave me $186,000 worth of man cave.
Wow.
And then he told me why.
Why?
Pulled me into his fucking thing, and he goes, "We tried working with some of the other Travel Channel fucking people. They're all fucking difficult. You're not difficult. You're one of us. So all the money we had for all three of them, we're giving it all to you.
That's awesome.
You get all of it. $186,000. You're my guy, Bert." And I was like, "Thanks, Goose."
That's awesome.
And then if I've ever flown private, it's Goose's charter.
Oh, right. He started
Goose,
that. Yeah.
Titan Aviation. Shout out to Dirk, but that's Goose. That's all his children work for them. It's like in a weird way, if you ever fly, flying private's expensive, but I don't mind knowing Goose's kids get it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
But Goose you forget what a fucking star he was.
Oh yeah,
what
he was a
fucking
personality.
And this documentary, they brought the majority of the team back.
Ray
Lewis.
Ed Reed was on that team.
Rod Woodson.
Yeah.
Trent Dilfer.
Yeah.
Jamal Lewis.
Smoking.
Dude, they had just lost Ray Rice.
Jamal Lewis had a 2,000-yard rushing season, and they found out he was chain smoking. It's insane.
Their 30 for 30. Their Hard Knocks was the best Hard Knocks that there ever was.
I remember that Hard Knocks. Yeah,
that was the best Hard Knocks there ever was.
Yeah,
and that documentary is amazing. And they filmed that documentary.
Peter Boulware was on that team. Yeah. They filmed that documentary right 2 months before Goose died. Really?
Yeah, he died 2 months later.
What is he? He died of heart attack?
Heart attack, yeah. 55 years old. And they ask him, Tommy, what do you want on your tombstone?
They ask him that in the documentary?
In the documentary, they're like, what do you want on your tombstone? And he goes, you know what, on my tombstone? I want a fucking highlight reel. I want them being like, hey, my name's Tony Siragusa. I like spaghetti. I like hanging out with my friends. I like played football. And then he goes, I want a TV. See what's on Goose's tombstone. I think the thing on his tombstone is pretty fucking epic.
Really?
I think. Type in Goose's tombstone. Goose was the greatest guy. So we're sitting at upfronts, Tom.
Yeah.
And Goose does not fit in at all. He doesn't fit in the chairs. We're in a fucking theater, and it's like, type in what is written on his tombstone. Is that it?
Huh.
Anyway, he's sitting there. I'm sitting next to Andrew Zimmern. Andrew Zimmern used to have bizarre food.
Yeah.
Where he'd eat like cow testicle.
Yeah.
And Goose was like, he reminded me a lot of Patrice. He reminds me a lot of Shane, just like a bully, like just like a fucking big bully.
Yeah.
And Goose starts going, Bert. And I was like, what's up? He's like, the guy next to you eats balls. I go, I know. And he goes, no. Tell him this whole row knows that he eats balls. I go, yeah. And he goes, hey, tell him to turn around. I want him to see the look on my face when I tell him he eats balls. I go, hey, Andrew, I think he goes, I can hear him. I go, Tony Siragusa wants to talk to you. And he goes, and he turns around and he goes, well, hello, Anthony. And Tony goes, hey, I seen you eat balls before. That's
like middle school shit that he's doing to him.
When he did my man cave, did my man cave, he had a trailer. Mm-hmm. They had a trailer for him in front of my house. It was Goose's trailer. I'll be very candid. I love Goose. He was maybe there for the construction for a total of 30 minutes, okay?
Yeah.
He was not a hands-on guy. Jason did the majority of the lifting and their crew. Goose did it. He would show up, film his scene, and he'd leave.
Yeah.
Sometimes he'd show up early, smoke weed,
and you couldn't get him out of his trailer. And then he'd film a scene and leave, but he'd been in his trailer. He had a trailer. So he comes and I'm doing work, and then one of the PAs is like, "Hey, Goose wants you in the trailer." And I was like, oh, "Okay." And they're like, "They're just so you know, they're like drinking and smoking beer." And I had the day off. I was like, "Cool." So I walk in the trailer, and it's Goose, fucking smoking and drinking, and it hands me the joint, and I hit it, and I hand it to the guy next to me, and it's Kato Kalin.
Kato?
They were really close. He's sitting with Kato Kalin. I go, "You're Kato Kalin." He goes, "Yeah, I know." I was like, "What's up, man?" And he's like, "I'm friends with Goose." And I was like, "Oh, cool." Just the weirdest.
Yeah.
But yeah, that fucking doc is so good. But Trent Dilfer says in that doc, he goes, I respect Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. They're great guys, but they couldn't do what I did. And he goes, if they played when I played, they wouldn't be who they are today. Because apparently so many rules changed.
Oh, I see what he means, yeah.
I mean, so many rules changed, I guess, in hitting the quarterback and when you could. I mean, part of the reason, not to say that your team wasn't great, Kyle, because Kyle's from Baltimore or whatever you say. Baltimore. He's from Baltimore. I'll be hitting up Baltimore on my Permission to Party World Tour this fall. Anyway, one of the big plays was they're playing the Raiders, and Goose goes to sack a guy and then falls on him again and like crushes his rib cage.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, but Goose, even this is how much I love this guy. He says, you got to watch the doc. It's so good. Phil Simms comes after Goose on air, and he's like, that's illegal. He should be fined. This is crazy. That's an illegal play. And Goose watches it, and he goes, this fucking cocksucker. NFL calls Monday, and they fine Goose $10,000.
Because of that.
Because of that. And Goose is like, fuck Phil Simms. Fuck Phil Simms. He grew up in Jersey. I grew up in Jersey. I'm going to get in his fucking face. So they go to do a pre-thing for the Super Bowl. And fucking Goose goes up to Phil Simms. He goes, hey, cocksucker, you owe me $10,000. I know where you live. You just put in new landscaping. When you come home and it's all dug up, I want you to know it's in my fucking house. You're like, what a fucking great fucking legendary man.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, his kids are great too. Yeah. He's a great guy. But that's a cool doc. But
yeah, he was fun to watch, man. I mean, he was fun to watch just because, honestly, you'd watch him play, but then watching him do like an interview was so much more entertaining. Like those guys were so fun to watch. Yeah. That squad was unbelievable, man.
It's like, do we have that in football anymore?
What? Like,
did football change so much?
I mean, it's changed a lot.
It's kind of a little more corporate.
A lot more. Yeah.
I miss those days.
Yeah, because it used to be like.
Or is it because we were children?
I think that plays a role in it, but it did used to be just all about the game. And I think it has evolved into just such a brand. And you know what I mean? Like it's so massive. NFL is massive. As I'm saying, not just like popularity, but like as a corporation. And yeah, there are a lot of rules, you know? It's like it's fucking Coca-Cola. Like it's a company like that, you know? It's a Fortune 500 massive company.
Bert and Tom and Bert. One goes topless while the other wears a shirt. Tom tells stories and Bert's the machine. There's not a chance in hell that they'll keep it clean. Here's what we call two bears, one cave.